Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, back with another video. Today I'm doing a charm reading for Scorpio for September 2022. Now, if you watch this video and you think, oh, I would love to do charm readings, that looks like fun, then please check out my video on how to make your own charm box, complete with charms, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Now, today's reading is a general reading, so please remember that everything in the reading may not apply to you. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If Scorpio is your sun sign, you may also want to check the charm readings for your rising sign and your moon sign, because both of those signs have a lot to do with who you are and what is going on in your life. All right, so this is my charm box. I'm going to open it up. And first thing I'm going to do is mix up all the charms. It's going to get loud. Mix up all the charms and take a cup. You can take any kind of cup or anything like that. And get a bunch of charms in there. And then put this aside and grab our charm sheet. Now, this sheet has a section for your health, career and finances, home and family, romance, your spiritual path, and your life purpose. Now, I'm going to move this up a little bit. There. I think you can see it now. Okay. As far as the health section goes, I am not a health professional, so this is not meant to be any kind of replacement for advice by your physician or your medical doctor, okay? This is not meant to take the place of your actual healthcare professionals. And with your career and finances, same thing. I am not a financial advisor, so anything I say should be checked with your financial advisor before you follow it. That being said, let's shake up the charms and let them fall where they may. All right. So everything that went off of the sheet is going to go away because those things do not apply. And everything that is upside down, we won't be using either. All right. Okay, let's see. Very interesting. Okay, let me take a look here at what we have. All right. In your health section, really, you have an X and you have a playful dog that is just a tiny bit on it. So let's look at that X. Now, X, does this mean anything to you? X marks the spot. There's also an 8, the number 8. And we'll take a look at that in the angel number book just to see what it says. So there may be a person with an X in their first name or an X last name that will have something to do with your health. I don't know. Only you can know what that is. And X may have another meaning for you regarding your health. I mean, it could be an ex-spouse, it could be an ex romantic interest. I don't know. It could be an ex-friend. It might not have anything to do with that at all, but those are just some things that it could have to do with. But let's look up the number 8 in the angel number book. And this book is the Angel Numbers book, How to Understand the Messages Your Spirit Guides Are Sending You by Mystic Michaela. And this book is very good. So let's look up and see what the number 8 says, because that 8 just really stood out to me even more than the letter X. So let's just see what it says. It says abundance. The energy is limitless. There are forces always flowing and moving through and around you. The ones you pay attention to and open up to will envelop you in their flow. When you see this number, meditate on what in your life requires development and abundance. Visualize energy coming forth to nurture growth in these areas. All right, so if you meditate on good health and feeling great, then that energy will come to you. And you might want to be a little bit playful too when it comes, just like play. That's always good for your mental health, and it could be good for your physical health as well, depending on what you're, depending on what you're playing. All right, in your career and finances, we have a lion, and a lot of people have been getting this lion in their career and finance section lately, and I really believe that means you need to be a leader in your career, a leader with your finances. You need to be courageous and just take charge, okay? Just be the boss. Well, sometimes you can't do that in your career if you're not the boss, but you can take charge of your area and just be a leader, all right? And then we have the letter M. So we have, in your career and finances, someone with the letter M first name or the letter M last name may play an important part. And again, we have a number there, the number 3. Let's look up that in the angel book. In the angel number book, rather. And it says harmony. And keep this in mind when it comes to your career and finances. It says mind, body, and spirit are one. If something in your life is ignored or neglected, everything suffers. The health of the mind, body, and spirit connection is essential in living a fulfilled existence. This is the message from your angels today. Think of what you are doing to nurture all parts of you and where you can do better at listening to the things you have neglected within. All right, that's always good advice. And then we have this playful dog, and this playful dog is in the area of, let me see if you can see it, there he is. He's hunkered down, he wants to play. So, in career and finances, try to enjoy yourself. Go out, take a little bit of money, go out and have some fun. I'm not saying waste it. I'm just saying there's always a good occasion to have some fun. And that's not only good just in general, but it's good for your mental health. And if you get out and play sometimes, you have more energy for your career, and you just feel better about everything. All right, now, let's see. We have the camel in the area of romance. And to me, a camel, there he is. There's that little camel. The camel is all about determination and keeping going. Okay, the camel can keep going for long periods of time, and so I think that camel is telling you in your romance department, just keep going, keep it on, hang in there, and just be there for your person. Just be there for your person when they need you. Now, this little person here, this is a ballerina that is a candle holder for a birthday cake. Ah, there it is. For a birthday cake. I think you could see her. And she was partway between romance and your home and family life. So, a lot of times this is about childhood memories. All right, so childhood memories may come into play in September in your home and family, or even in your romance life. This can also be about dancing. This might be a good time to take your romantic partner out dancing. Also. All right, and this is a ring that says forever best friends. So home and family and romance. I hope that you're also best friends with your romantic partner. I hope you are friends with your spouse if you have one, friends with your romantic partner if you have one, because not only should you be romantically involved, and you should also be friends too. And I would say, and to a certain extent, to be friends with your children as well, but you still have to guide them and lead them and not just be their friend, because they should see you as a parent and not as just a a friend who doesn't know any more than they do. All right, so that's something to think about. How does friendship fit into your family? And do you make time for friends between home and family and romance? Do you have time for your friends? Do you maybe this is suggesting that you should make time for a friend in September. Spend some time with a friend. And then we have this bear. To me, this bear is all about protection. There you go. There he is. Protecting your family. So you'll want to be very protective of your family. Watch out for them and their safety in September. This is that is also a little, I don't know if you can see it. It's so tiny. It's a little lion. Nope, it isn't. It's a dog. All right, so that's a little dog. I don't know if you have a dog or a puppy. You might, if you're considering getting one, this is probably a good sign that that would be a great idea. Here's a sword. Watch out for disagreements and arguments in the family area on in September, and don't let them get carried away. Okay, don't let them get out of hand. All right, just watch out for that. Try to head those off at the pass. Okay, try to head off the arguments and any kind of bickering or fighting in September. All right, and here's this little pig. This little pig is usually about overindulgence. So watch out in home and family. Watch out for overindulgence in that area of your life. Whether it be overindulging in food, rich food, sweet food, or just overindulgence in leisure time, not getting done the things you need to. Don't forget to clean what needs to be cleaned. I know that sounds weird, but when I see the pig, that's what I think of. All right. Now, you got a lot of stuff here in your spiritual path. And strangely enough, we have Santa Claus right between spiritual path and life purpose. Now, when we think of Santa Claus or St. Nicholas, we think of a person who gives gifts. All right, there he is. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, there he is. And he's got his little bag of gifts. He's got his lantern. Now, this says to me the fact that he's between the spiritual path and life purpose. And this tells me that you have some spiritual gifts. And sharing these spiritual gifts, giving of your spiritual gifts is part of your life purpose, all right? So that's something you want to think about in September. You want to think about, what are my spiritual gifts and how do they fit in with my life purpose, okay? So that's super important in September. This little dude is standing on his head. And usually when we see someone standing on their head, it's someone who feels like in order to fulfill their purpose, they have to do tricks, they have to, stand on their head, they have to do like really hard and outrageous things. And let me just say this about that. Sometimes your life purpose is just not that complicated. Sometimes your life purpose is just about being you without all the tricks. And look, when he tries to stand up on his hands, he falls down. All right? So don't try to be anything that you're not supposed to be. I mean, don't resort to tricks and phony or fake acts, or like things that are like, look at me, because your life purpose might not be to be in the public eye. Your life purpose might be something behind the scenes that is equally important, but it's not always our life's purpose to be out in front of everyone and having an audience. So that's just something also to think about in September. You're going to have something to celebrate that has to do with your spiritual path in September. This little Christmas ornament means celebration to me. So you're going to have something to celebrate when it comes to your spiritual path in September. This seashell is it's showing me that this is about a home. This is about, you know how these shells are home to hermit crabs? Okay. This little shell is telling me that you have a spiritual home that's waiting for you. And this does not have to do with, it doesn't have to do with passing on or going to the next, the afterlife. It has to do with, there's a spiritual home waiting for you somewhere. And as far as like a place where you'll be able to spend time growing spiritually. And this is something you will likely find in September, a spiritual home. And it will be a temporary spiritual home until you move on to your next spiritual phase, your next spiritual home. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know how that resonates with you in the comments below. All right, we've got this green piece of malachite, and this is telling me about your heart chakra. You may want to do heart chakra meditations just to make sure your heart chakra is not blocked and it's open so that you are free on your spiritual path to share love. And this little hand tells me that in September, on your spiritual path, you are going to have the opportunity to lend someone a hand. There, look at that little hand. To lend someone a hand, or to allow someone to lend you a hand. And either way, that is likely to happen in September. And then we have the little monkey that is the here. He's got his ears plugged. Ugh. Okay. Hear no evil. All right. And this always tells me that beware of listening to gossip in September. Beware of, it's hear no evil. So just beware of gossip and slander and all things that people and lies. Just don't listen to any of this negative stuff in September. This unhelpful, just negative stuff. Avoid that. And on your spiritual path in September as much as possible. All right. So this is your advice here is hear no evil. All right. Don't listen to naysayers and negative Nancys and people who gossip and lie about other people. All right. And I hate to say that you'll run into that on your spiritual path, but you very well may. So that is something to just be alert for, and just nip it in the bud, and say something like, oh, I don't really want to talk about that right now. Let's talk about something positive. Now, of course, everything in your life isn't going to be positive, and everything you talk about isn't going to be positive. But as far as the backstabbers and the gossipers and the liars, we can all do without that. All right, so Scorpio, that was your September charm reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you got something out of it, I'd appreciate it if you would give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If you hit the notification bell, you will be notified whenever new videos come out. And I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. Bye-bye.